Hi there, and welcome to Oh Sugar. So, what about Oh Sugar, right? So, sugar literally has a vice on us, okay? It's that thing that as soon as you start thinking about it, all you can do, right, is think about sugar, right? You think about sugar, and all you want to do is have sugar. So, ever been that person that looks at a candy bar and thinks, oh, we'll just have one bite, and the next thing you know, the whole thing's gone? Or, ever try putting your chocolate into the freezer and just think, you know what, if it's frozen, I'm going to make that healthier choice, right? Of just having a couple because it's a little bit crunchier and it takes a little bit longer to eat. And then the next thing you know, the whole jar is gone or the whole bag is gone. Well, for good reason is that happening. So let's talk about sugar, okay? So how much sugar do you actually consume in a day? So did you know that a candy bar has 24 grams of sugar? All right, that's 6 cubes of sugar. An 8-ounce can of an energy drink has 27 grams of sugar. So you know what? That's like 7 cubes of sugar. 1 pint of vanilla ice cream has 84 grams of sugar. That's 21 cubes of sugar. All right, and a liter of soda has 124, grams of sugar. Isn't that crazy? Sorry, that got interrupted there. 2 pancakes, right? For a quarter cup of syrup is equivalent to 9 cubes of sugar. 1 8-ounce glass of orange juice is got 22 grams of sugar, right? Which is 5.5 cubes of sugar. And a single cookie, right, with 18 grams of sugar is equivalent to 4.5 cubes of sugar. So no wonder if you're reaching for any of this stuff first thing in the morning, right? You're setting yourself up, or anytime through the day, you're setting yourself up for, craving sugar. So let's go into sugar. All right. So sugar makes us fat, right? And fat is inflammation in the body. All right. It's as simple as that. So when we talk about the harms of sugar, we're going to be specifically talking about fructose. All right. And it's mostly about the fructose. All right. So agave has 90% fructose. High fructose corn syrup is 55%. Coconut sugar, nectar, and 48% of fructose. And honey and maple syrup has 35 to 45% content of fructose, and dates has 33%. So, sugar and high fructose corn syrup has directed us more to eating agave, right, and maple syrup and honey instead. And we deem these to be healthy sugars, right? But they're really not, all right? So watch out for that. And anyone have anything to do with, a thyroid condition? Sugar really mucks with your hormones, okay? And because of that, your thyroid is more often resistant to the idea, and it tells you just how addicted you are to sugar. So if you have any sort of thyroid challenges or conditions, you're going to be more susceptible to sugar than the average person. And when you quit sugar, you feel great, right? Sugar is the baseline culprit to why many people feel crappy. All right. So why is fructose really so bad for us? Because it freaks out your liver. Number 1, it's not used for energy, so we eat more of it. Number 2, it's turned into fat. And number 3, insulin is produced. All right. So fructose is not used as energy, so we eat more of it. And because we're not getting it, getting energy from it, so our liver freaks out when we have fructose, and it stores it as fat. And excess insulin is produced in this messed up process, which leads to insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. It's a whole range of other metabolic diseases. And another note, other things that are happening here is a thing called uric acid levels. They rise, all right, quite significantly. And this is the whole process, right, which it turns and it raises our blood pressure, and it increases our risk of hypertension and kidney disease, all right? And ever hear of anybody that has a gout, right? And a lot of times you'll hear, cut back on your red meat consumption, when really you need to be considering how much how much sugar you're putting into your body, right? Because what it's doing is those uric acids are forming tiny little crystals in your body, causing so much pain, all right? So fructose really mucks with our appetite hormones, leptin and ghrelin. Fructose fails to turn off our appetite mechanism. So I'm going to say this again, really simple. We have no shutoff switch for fructose like we do for every other food on the planet, but just not fructose. So this means you can drink like 20 ounces of apple juice or a cola and not get full because it fails to turn off your appetite mechanism. All right. So try drinking that much full-fat yogurt or any other kind of food, and you simply can't because it has protein, right? And the fat triggers certain appetite hormones in our brains, which tell us we've eaten enough, right? And this appetite hormone is called leptin, all right? And sugar makes us fat, right? So there's a correlation between sugar and obesity. As we eat more sugar, our obesity levels also are on the rise, all right? And it's not just about the calories from sugar. It's the appetite and hormone that's really, that wreaks havoc, right? And that's the real worry. So sugar makes us sick, all right? It increases the risks of heart disease and the risk of cancer and diabetes and tooth decay. It makes us fat, right? It causes inflammation. It ages the body and causes wrinkles. It causes hypertension and insomnia and dizziness and allergies and hair loss, ADD and ADHD. Ever, gone out for a night drinking and then you've got insomnia and you're like, oh my gosh, I just can't sleep? You know what? Most of the time it's related to all that sugar content that you've put into your body. It's got to do something, right? So you end up waking up, and you've got this jittery feeling, right? You can't sleep. So studies have confirmed the links between excess consumption of sugar and a whole bunch of modern diseases by the American Heart Association and the World Health Organization. So really, how much sugar should we be looking at consuming, right? And that's 6 to 9 teaspoons of sugar a day, which is around 20 to 24 grams, 25 grams of sugar a day. So here's the thing. This is the thing I always hear from people. But it's natural. And you know what I tell people? So is arsenic and petroleum. All right, think about that for a minute. So, sugar is natural, sure. But the thing is, it's the amount and the availability that's not so natural. Most of the sugar we eat today is hidden, okay? And we are meant to eat about 6 teaspoons of sugar a day, according to the World Health Organization and the American Heart Association. But we're eating this and really the conservative estimate is about we're eating 23 teaspoons of sugar a day instead of 6. All right. So here's the thing. Here's where some of this stuff is really getting hidden, and you might be consuming and adding your sugar intake to your body and not even knowing it. Like savory sources, like barbecue sauces and ketchup, right? They're loaded with sugar. Coconut water. Everybody thinks that that's a great one too, right? But it too is loaded with sugar. Things like low-fat yogurt. If you've ever heard me on any of my live sessions, if you're eating anything low-fat, you need to really consider what, if they're taking out the fat, what are they adding in? It's sugar, right? It's sugar and chemicals. So you want to eat stuff with full fat. And yes, healthy fats are not going to make you fat, all right? They're good for you. So things like juice boxes, right? They're loaded, just loaded with sugar. Bananas too, right? Bananas are good for you, for your potassium, but you want to have them later on in the day. But they've also got like 4 cubes of sugar in them. So these are some of the foods that you maybe want to be on the lookout for. So there are a lot of sugars are hidden in foods, okay? And they come in so many different names, so you have to be careful. So basically when you're reading your ingredients on your food, here's my tip. If you can't pronounce it, it's too long of a word, leave the product on their shelf, all right? It doesn't belong in your body, all right? Another thing is healthy foods like dried fruit or fruit juice are another one to really be on the lookout for. So a glass of apple juice and orange juice, right, is 9 to 10 teaspoons of sugar, right? And that's the same as a Coke, right? Or dried fruit. It's around 50 to 70% sugar, right? So bear this in mind when you're thinking about having dried fruit, or you know what? Leave it on the shelf. So my general stance about this is you may want to adopt the same thing that that I'm advocating people to do, is to ever only eat whole fruit. All right, so get your fruit, get your sugar from whole fruit, okay, and low glycemic fruit, such things like berries, raspberries, strawberries, kiwis, lemon, limes, and grapefruits too is another really good one. So here's the thing, okay, working moms, all right, on average are consuming 48 grams of sugar a day. You know what? And it might be during the week they're doing really well, and on the weekend we kind of swing into that mode of weekend mode. So things like we might be thinking, you know what, maybe having a gin and tonic or banana bread or blueberry muffin or vitamin water or teriyaki chicken and sushi rolls, right? That's like around 48 grams of sugar a day, right? And we're kind of moving into more of wanting to be that healthier type eater where we're only having 20 to 25 grams of sugar a day, right? And getting our sugar from things like salad with balsamic dressing, eating chocolate, you know, yes, you can eat chocolate with 70% more dark chocolate, maybe chai tea with raw pasteurized honey, you know, so getting it that way, and having, you know, strawberries and raspberries and blackberries. So the average diet exceeds the amount of sugar by 6 to 10 times the amount of sugar in a day that you really want to have, okay? So now that we're armed with this information of sugar, right, I encourage you all to eat your sugar, okay, later on in the day. All right, don't set yourself up first thing in the morning to eat sugar, because all it's going to do for you, like literally, is, you know, store fat, and it's going to set you up for cravings all day long. So eat your sugar, your whole fruit, right? Get your sugar that way later on in the day, okay? And have, you know, up to 20 to 25 grams of it. So I encourage you all to do that, and to help get you started and kick the sugar habit, you know, by adding in enriching routines and healthy habits without compromising taste. And the side benefit is you're going to lose weight. So message me, right? You can get a hold of me here through Facebook. Leave your name below, and I'd love to contact you, or email me at tammy.vibrantsouls@gmail.com, and follow me for enriching lifestyle tips. I'm on Instagram at tammy.rothmaier. And I'm also on Facebook. You can follow my personal page here, Tammy Rothmaier or Vibrant Souls. So I look forward to hearing from you. And again, I'm advocating for you all, right? Take in those natural whole fruit. Get your whole fruit sugars later on in the day. All right, cheers and have a wonderful day. Look forward to hearing from you.